Fellow Ron Paul supporters, if you're a supporter of Ron Paul, do you know how to place value and cherish your individual privacy? And especially your online individual privacy is really important because the government is everywhere. And the government is looking at what you're doing online. And one thing is what they're doing now, but what really worries me are all the traces that we're putting online right now as we're surfing the internet. And maybe not today, but these traces are stored on computers and hard disks and servers all over the place. And the government will eventually start really collecting that data, snooping into everything and putting the pieces together. They'll see what sites you're visiting, they'll see what you're buying, what you're doing, what you're reading. All this data will finally come together, and the government will find a way to really exploit all that data and use it against you. So what can you do? I want you to guard your individual online privacy. It's really important. That's one of the main things that this new awakening around the Ron Paul movement really has to get a grip on really hard and communicate. I'm not going to plug my own stuff too much, but I started an email company in Norway back in '99. It's called Runbox, and it's on runbox.com, runbox.com. Now, the important thing about Runbox, and I'm still chairman of that company, and I endorse it very strongly. I love that company and everything we do. The thing about that company is that it's based in Norway. And Norway is the country of the ombudsman, as you might know. There are very strong privacy rules in Norway. And we don't give out data from Runbox on our users and customers. It's extremely hard. You'll have to get a court order from Norway to get data out of Runbox, and that's extremely hard to get. The American IRS could not get it. You know, maybe certain terrorist organizations may be going after that, or going after child pornography and other really nasty stuff. Then subpoena can be raised in Norway. But for stuff like the IRS, Homeland Security, U.S. immigration, stuff like that, U.S. subpoenas, they don't bite. Runbox doesn't give out data like that. And I have personally turned down subpoenas from the United States, writing back to the lawyers saying, I'm sorry, we cannot comply with your subpoena. We're on the Norwegian jurisdiction, and you'll have to get a court order in Norway. And for an IRS case, a tax case, or something like that, they can't get that. So I want you to consider moving your email to Runbox, having us store your email in Norway, on servers in Norway, our server park there, and you will be much more safe from the snooping eyes of the US government. We will keep your email safely in Norway, and the US government cannot just issue a subpoena or ask the FBI to snoop into your stuff. It will be safe from all that. And especially now that we only have, if Microsoft is buying Yahoo now, they'll be just Google with Gmail and Microsoft with Hotmail and Yahoo Mail. And you probably have an account with one of them. And the US government have full access to every email you ever got, every email you ever sent. It's so easy for them to just issue a subpoena, and they got all your stuff, all your history. You don't want that. You want to get out of that. So I'm not really plugging my own stuff, but consider moving out your email from the United States of America, out of the jurisdiction of the US government. Consider getting a Runbox account. They cost US $50 a year, and I really think that's worth it for your privacy. It also has superior support, and you can actually reach a person. Because Google, they will respond to any US subpoena, giving out everything. The same with Yahoo and Hotmail. The servers are in California. They'll give everything to any US subpoena. Try a subpoena on Runbox, and most of them will turn down. Will say you'll have to go to the Norwegian government to get a Norwegian subpoena. And in Norway, we have ombudsmen, we have digital privacy authorities that look after that. Data mining is, a lot of data mining is illegal in Norway. They do it routinely in the US, but in Norway it's illegal to combine data from different databases just like that. So you really are protected in Norway. Norway is outside the US, it's also outside the European Union. So you want to keep your email and your data somewhere safe, like in Norway. You might want to consider encrypting all your data. You can store your encrypted data on Runbox as well, but just moving it out of the US is your best first step. And I think as one Ron Paul supporter to another, I started Runbox back in '99 because I was concerned about these privacy issues as one of my main reasons to start Runbox as my email company. And now it's becoming clearer and clearer and more important than ever that you have to keep your stuff out of the US government especially. There is no government that is as big and as far-reaching as the US government, so that's what you want to be mostly careful about. And you want to move to a country like Norway. It's a small, nice country. It has strong privacy rules, and most important, what I have been using to build Runbox is that there is a sense of justice and fairness. There's a culture around that, and Runbox is only using open source software. Everything is open and accessible to other people, and it really is a system that's built totally differently than Gmail, Hotmail, and Yahoo Mail, the big ones, AOL for that matter. You don't want to have your email with any of them. You want to have it out. So please consider Runbox, runbox.com. Thank you.